Back then to adding and subtracting fractions, but this time we're looking at mixed numbers as well. You would have had a definition from a few examples ago, objective 25, and this is where it comes in and see if it matches up with your definition. So how do you actually add or subtract fractions? Well, you make sure the fraction is improper first. If it's a mixed number, change it to be improper. And then the technique is like previous objectives. You find a common denominator, you make equivalent fractions with that denominator, and then you'll finally add or subtract the numerators. So in this example, we have 2/3 plus 3/4. They're not mixed numbers, so we can just proceed. We don't have to change them into improper. And we get our common denominator between 3 and 4, which is 12. To go from thirds to 12, we times by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. To get from quarters to 12, we times by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. We keep our denominator there, 12. We add the numerators. 8 plus 9 is 17. That is not a final answer, it's improper. So our final answer should always be mixed numbers, unless they're less than 1. So 12 goes into 17 once, and 5 left over, so 5/12. So pause the video and have a go at examples 11 and 12. So in example 11, we've got two mixed numbers added together. We change those to be improper. So 1 2/3, we do 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So 5/3. Then 2 4/5, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Our denominators are 3 and 5, so the common denominator would be 15. 3 times 5 gives 15. To go from thirds to 15ths, we times by 5. 5 5s are 25. To go from fifths to 15ths, we times by 3. So 14 times 3 is 42. If you need to do a calculation at the side, then just work that out instead of doing it in your head if you're going to make a mistake. Okay, and then we have our denominator, which is the same, and we add the numerators. So 25 plus 42 is 67. We don't leave our answer like that because you'll see it is improper. The number on the numerator is larger than the number on the denominator. So we see how many times does 15 go into 67. Well, 15 times 4 is 60, and that's 7 then left over. Example 12. Find 3 1/6 minus 2 3/4. So we identify there are mixed numbers, we change them to be improper. So we could do 3 times 6 is 18, plus the 1 gives us 19. And then we can do 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. We can get our common denominator, and they will both can divide into 12. So to do that, we'd have to go from 6 to 12 times by 2, which would be 38. And to get from 4 to 12, we times through by 3. So 11 times 3 is 33. We keep our denominator, we subtract the numerators. 38 minus 33 gives 5. Now before I move on, there is another technique which you can use. Now this technique I like because it works all the time. However, it can give you some large numbers to multiply, which can slow you down a lot. You can treat them separately in these questions, as in add the whole numbers and then add the fractions. Here, take away the whole numbers and then take away the fractions. That method works out okay, except for maybe when you've got two fractions which add to more than one, or one fraction that you're taking away that is bigger than the fraction you have to start off with. So that can cause some complications. But it's not to say you shouldn't do it. Just maybe pick your your best moments to do it. So example 11 and 12, I wouldn't go for that approach. But if the two fractions here are relatively small when you're adding, I would go for it. Or if this fraction is bigger than this fraction and you're subtracting, then you could go for that method again.